number 2.
It's week 2 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He did it all for him last week. An absolute ton of yardage.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Let's go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Throwing here on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ballgame because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL. Which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's DK Metcalf running the sled. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Metcalf. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. DK Metcalf. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner 1st half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And This time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's Williams on the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down at the 34. On the stop was Aaron Donald. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run here with Taylor. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little...
Touchdown, Broncos! Juju Smith-Schuster. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Back to throw now on first down. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They run once more with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We'll love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly...
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We don't push people, get in the wall. All right, go play. Go play.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Again, it's Taylor. Gets past one man. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover.
It's week 3 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 67 yards.
So, partner, you know, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
Gets around him. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Broncos at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Flush to his right. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown! Preston Williams. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up from the 41. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Williams brings it in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Taylor is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field.
throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming in. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any of...
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Sheds off the tackle, and shedding him off, now open field. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now a give to Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now it looks like we've got Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. The Dolphins get down this time, and they bring him down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Broncos. DK Metcalf his second touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Probably just me sweating. Alright, let's see it. Oh shit. Nice. And said fuck it, we'll just keep it on Pocket Pro and just call it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't need to be any harder to yeah, it's pretty tough. These last two games are pretty fucking tough, bro. Not gonna lie. The first half was pretty good, and then they came back, and then the second game they was just all time. So, what's your record?
And Daddy let me have some Gatorade.
Awesome. That's what's up, bud.
Look, 25-22. Look how close that game was. I barely won that game. That's how close I won games.
Right.
That's how close I won fucking games.
Well, from by
they were. It was a good fucking game.
What you said is back at the normal setting.
And it is back at normal settings. Regular old settings. You can look at them, they are regular old settings.
Show me. Did you try that?
Dad, can I have some Gatorade too? Dad, can I have
50s
some?
all the way across.
And then this is rough. Hey, dang. Marky,
Oh. I can do that. I love you, Dad.
I love you more.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Mike Evans.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free.
He had some when I first got it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got him in, complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are within an extra... They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught by Evans. And in for the Lions touchdown. Mike Evans, 30 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air.
I'm sorry, Mom. Here we go, Shaq. Yeah.
They go play action here on first down. That is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the back.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. To Evans on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll throw now on the final play. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A no break. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back to throw now on first down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Able to find the open middle. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, boy, Mike Evans, he's in some discomfort. So we're going to stop play here as they pay attention to him. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try again with Chubb. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Parker. Touchdown! Devontae Parker, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Oh, fuck, man. I got him cup on the ground.
Now he's got to tell this chick's parents that he fucking arm wrestled this
Yeah,
chick.
we were arm wrestling the stupid bitch. I told her, listen, you ain't that lady. You ain't that guy. And she's like, I'm that guy, and I broke the bitch's arm.
He broken the fuck out of that bitch's arm.
Snap that hoe's arm like it wasn't even there.
Like, broke the fuck.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yes, Mark.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open is Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Still going. They can't stop him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jack Campbell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 3rd down and goal coming up here. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
More in 30 seconds.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Evans. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something.
We're going to go undefeated this year. They're having good games now. Like you just said, you have really hard games. Look how much it takes is one puck up. I lead in passing yards by a lot. 1190, you have 725. I'm almost to my 1500 yard.
Looks like he wants to work out with us. Yeah. Here, you should have worn my favorite shirt. You guys are my big fans. I know.
It didn't show this week's yardage.
I'm a big ball. I'm a ball. I'm getting strong. Hey, it's my turn. Hey, Ellie.
You text message from your head coach. You want to do? Emphasize press over for registration. Press pressure break.
That's the biggest thing. I'm your biggest fan. I'm your biggest fan of you. Yeah, looks like you are wearing
Dun, dun, dun. Wrong choice. I got 100 XP for the entire offense. Better that. They might hate me. You don't get to go play. You're gonna play with Daddy now. Yeah, you're playing with Daddy. I love my house. Yeah, he is my favorite. I like to feed it. Mom, like this and this and this. He said,
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Mike Evans. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Lions and the Packers on Thursday night primetime.
and then there's my mom.
season as a pro, here's Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Yeah, boy, Mike Evans, he's in some discomfort. So we're going to stop play here as they pay attention to him. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. 2nd and 10. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he's got it inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on...
I'm like, wait, what? Go around telling people that.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 3. A good throw here, finding Pascal. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Lions hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
The Lions on
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, but any means necessary on 3rd down, he's able to get the job done.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's got some space here. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Detroit.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Here's a diving catch right side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's James Washington. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we... All right, folks. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a man manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back to throw here. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. Touchdown. Devontae Parker. His second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Frustration there, back-to-back incompletions, receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
To the right side, he's got Parker.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And the other one is on purpose.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Lambeau. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. They'll look to throw. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And this going to wind up incomplete. So they took a chance on a fake spike. Doesn't work out, but at least here the clock does stop with the incompletion. Back to throw. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
He's back to throw. Throws this one right side to Pascal. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles didn't.
I don't watch. She does good. You do watch.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other.
I am. I won, but my pass game was not so great.
Hey, running, passing, it's all winning.
Yeah. I mean, luckily, I think I've already beat my 1,500-yard mark.
Isn't there a way to check that?
Yeah, he just did. Yeah, by 53 yards. Who you playing?
Will you go check on Richie?
Chicago.
He's still sleeping.
Okay.
So the question now is, how long do you let him sleep before waking him up? Hey, let go. Let go.
That shit was hilarious.
Let go. I'm gonna pinch you. Ah, you little bastard spawn. Let go. Let go, you bastards. No. No. I said no.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Broncos and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Matt.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Back to throw again. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete.
The Broncos at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
This Bears defense
currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
14 yards that time for number 14. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. with the 3. Back-to-back. Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. To throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. What a first half he's putting together. He's over 200 yards receiving already, and he has a 1st down there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos had 6 to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we come upon him, and we'll jump. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Highly contested in the third quarter.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage and throwing that one away.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DK Metcalf from 8 yards out. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Not wasted time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. DK Metcalf. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Come
here, Nicky. Nicky boy.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field. It's halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Back to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. It's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, it's Taylor. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield.
Okay. I'm telling you, I might not eat the mashed potatoes.
That's okay.
They're really good.
They are really, really good. Gosh, I'm telling you, it's way too easy. How is that way too easy when they just fucking 4-0 already? What do you want?
Excuse me, Dad.
I'm struggling to keep my victory. You want to struggle, play the whole game.
I'm playing the whole game.
No, I mean the whole game.
I can't.
Defense in there, yeah. See, that's the struggle. That game was just easy because you beat them. The last 2 previous games that you struggled to even win.
What if they scored a little more?
Would you like your food?
Then you're gonna lose.
Again, you just faced a shitty team.
Now you're gonna go up against a good team and get smacked. Rage quit and
Marky!
I don't know about you, but my game, they were on my ass the entire game. Touchdown to touchdown.
You don't know if you like it. You have never had it. You need to try it.
You gotta try it, Mom.
Mark, out here.
In here.
You eat out here.
You
Mom
eat in
said
here.
no more in there.
Coraline, you need to come down here.
Sorry, we didn't see her go back.
Yes,
That's a mushed French fry.
All it is.
Alright, don't play with your food, buddy. Go ahead and eat. Even baby Dickies. Sorry, Richie. Little baby Richie. How is your potatoes? Give him a shot. Marky's eating them. Marky didn't think he would like them, but he's eating that kind of them. With the meat? Oh, you ate it with the meat? Oh, that's the best way to eat it. Dude, good? Yeah, that's awesome. How's your green beans?
I promise you, it is really good.
Nice. She likes it.
I know she likes the green beans.
No, with the potatoes with the meat.
Yeah.
She just had it the best way you could have had it. Take a bite of the meat and then eat a bite of the potatoes. Oh, perfect. Delicious.
And even more.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Broncos' rookie quarterback. He had the green light to sling it last week. Over 450 yards passing. It's the Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Maybe go down to the band.
Abdominal tear, he's out 4 weeks. Oh,
a strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Go, I already ate.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Hitting Juju on the slam.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because it's...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go...
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the...
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Smith-Schuster hauling in yet another catch. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here incomplete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down in the yard.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the run zone before going out. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 5 now, second and a yard. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're...
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? They'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or you're just coming from all angles.
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, during that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. On the handoff, Taylor. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Taylor is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Juju Smith-Schuster
from 3 yards out.
And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about what?
Down carry for Davis. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Powers through him.
And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Inside give to Davis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Davis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this...
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half, the adjustment, whatever they...
You'll be okay.
You're lucky you ain't.
You will be okay. Yeah, you guys put some water. It's just some fucking water.
Yeah, and I'm made of sugar and I'm gonna melt now.
Put this down. Well, ours smells with fire.
Or more like malic acid. Real sour. Where do you keep getting handfuls of potatoes?
Well, I gave him.
Oh, I'm like, wait. The first one fell out of his hand and Coraline stepped on it. And he looked really disappointed.
stepped on it!
I also stepped on it by accident. I looked down and I'm like, oh. Facing the Panther. Carolina. The Carolina Panther. Carolina.
It's week 5 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He really helped drive them a week ago.
Season as a pro, here's Nick Chubb. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 8 carries, 58 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the... After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for... They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down from Evans, still one of the most dependable receivers in the NFL. 9 seasons, all above 1,000 yards, and he's climbing career leaderboards. Already in the top 50 in yards, top 30 in touchdowns.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Lions are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And they'll get to it right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They'll look to throw here. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Parker again, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the they'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number 1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to...
And we have a tie game!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be caught by Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Back-to-back reception. options for him, and it's another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They go with Chubb on second down.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and 1 from the 2. They run it again with Chubb. There he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tackle by Terrell Edmonds.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 14. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just have...
playing the Saints, bro, compared to what you're playing. Hey, babe. Fuck me. Fuck me. Yes.
They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. first down. They'll run with Chubb.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And again, it's Chubb. And a loose football.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nick Chubb
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also close.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Watch her run and get that first down. I would hope so. This is me.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
And they scored. Oh, damn.
And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and 5.
They're going to look to throw.
And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
That one looks looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Back to throw again. And he is caught. And they're going to have it on first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have it,
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before.
Play the game, bro. And I was playing before at a minute 28. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's ridiculous. I could have, or that would have took longer than his plan, because I would have had to wait the clock out after I nailed it.
No, it would have nailed really fast. Like in there. Just ready up.
Is it on you?
I don't know. It depends if you have a bye week.
Nope. The Buccaneers.
Oh. I've been playing that game again. But she put you and you're like.
Awesome.
In the game. And I'm pretending I'm playing too. She's buying a bunch of stuff for Witchy's room.
Yeah.
Got another drink this week.
He's Jesse Bates, 3 Buccaneers. Oh, I'm facing the 3rd.
Yeah, you're like this in the game with a chin on you.
No, Dickie.
No. No.
Hey, he didn't mean to hurt your feet. He don't want to yell at you. He just got it.
It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see Quay Walker, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Lions and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Oh, bro, they got Aaron.
What are you doing up there? What are you doing up there, Richie? Richie! Richie!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. At that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
The Lions in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise. Obviously, hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday Night Light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here,
he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their... They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Talanoa Hufanga, a first-time All-Pro last year, up to make the tackle. 2nd and 6.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the lot. Back to throw now in his own end zone. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
Still going. Off to the races.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
We talk so much about run after the catch or rack, a term coined by our very own, the coach, John Madden, the legendary one himself. And you definitely will find a better...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
No
multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been coughing him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time to put a few grass stains on that jersey. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a bad move.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing? Touchdown! Devontae Parker, as the first half is winding down, and the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That'd be sweet. But if I do, I'd rather lose to you than anybody else. If I lose to you, I'd rather.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam.
So easy, you could have made that. You.
They go play action here on 1st down. They've got his man complete.
Now he's into the clear again. Devontae Parker, touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Parker, 89 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Still going. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Tampa. It's the Lions holding onto the football. They also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Now they they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. Fights loose. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
All that Kool-Aid, dude. Oh, it's a bunch. Sure is. Yeah. God, he was standing there, to be honest. Fuck. All because he likes dumping shit into shit. Dickie, no. Bad. I need another towel. Not the ground. Find me something. Man. Man. No. That was bad, Richard. No, that was just no good. Downright rotten. You know something was wrong, and yet you did it anyways. Which makes me think you're a communist. Move. Go to your mother if you want love. I'm mad at you. Got me out here cleaning out messes and shit. He hates cleaning messes. Bad boy.
Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
Still on his feet.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Zach Pascal, 68 yards.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Solid. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Finding his target is Trey McBride.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now Chubb running right. There's the stiff arm. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Elliott.
Throw left side complete. That's Parker. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mike Evans, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions tack on another score as they have. So that last touchdown sealed it their partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job.
Yes, you do.
He might join the Steelers.
Same fucking thing that the French fries are made out of.
$30 million one-year contract.
Put the plate back.
To join the Steelers. 1 year, $30 million.
Alright.
That's called negotiation. He's like, I don't really want to keep playing football, but I'll play for a year for, I don't know, $30 million. And the Steelers are like,
Then you better take those mashed potatoes.
Broke.
You got 10 minutes. Eat those mashed.
Oh, sorry, Ma, I did not know you were holding on. I pulled forward sleep.
They're not yucky. Eat them. The same shit that your nana makes. Come here, stinky ass. Who changed your poopy diaper again? I guess Elliot doesn't get a snack.
I'll get a snack later.
You're gonna go to bed hungry, dude. 'Cause that's your dinner. Put your sister's pants back.
4 interceptions.
Put it back where you got them.
I sacked 5 times.
Come here, poopy.
Yeah, you want to talk about the worst?
You gonna change your shitty diaper, Elliot? That's what I fucking thought. You're trying to do that poor cup.
No, shut up.
Smell the baby's shitty ass.
Oh, man.
No. No, get out of there, Elle.
Check it out.
Get your hand out of my pants.
Check it out. Passing leaders, rushing leaders. And that's my guy. That's your guy.
You think I don't know who the other 2 fucking people are? Alright, come on, shitty butt. Kiss me.
Alright, I guess my running back's not even in the race.
I love you. Put that down, now.
There you are, Kansas City.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm the number 1 in the league. And number 1 in the league. Because you played an extra game ahead of everyone. I'm also undefeated. So are you, though. Alright, thank you for watching.